Hi Aries, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of January 2022. Crazy to say that, but that's where we are, so let's go with it. And a whole lot to discuss. Let's see. As we begin the month of January, there are a few key points to focus on. Jupiter, which is the grand benefic and the luckiest planet, entered the mutable water sign of Pisces, which it rules in ancient astrology. It loves being in Pisces. It's transiting in your house of dreams and imagination. It will be there until May 10th. Then it's going to briefly tour in your sign until October 28th. And it will get as far as 8 degrees of Aries during the summer. And that is where Chiron, the wounded healer, stationed direct on December 19th. It's stationed at 8 degrees and 26 minutes of your sign. And Chiron has been transiting on and off in Aries since the spring of 2019. And that is vulnerability around ego and identity. And now Jupiter is helping you to magnetize your dreams while in Pisces, and then giving you a new 12-year cycle while in your sign, opening doors, bringing and launching new beginnings, magnetizing whatever you want to try to bring into your life. Love, career opportunities, money, whatever it is you're trying to magnetize, Jupiter opens up doors. Venus retrograded on December 19th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. Venus retrogrades in 5 signs in our lifetime, and Capricorn is one of the signs that it does so. And the last time it retrograded in Capricorn was 8 years ago, in December of 2014 and 13 rather, and January of 2014. And it retrograded in your house of career and accomplishment. And Venus entered Capricorn on November 5th of 2021, and it will be there until March 6th. This is an excellent opportunity for reevaluating how you can be more creative and productive in your accomplishments. Venus met up with Pluto, the planet of death and regeneration, on December 11th. It met up again on December 25th. It will meet up a third and final time on March 3rd, and then it exits Capricorn altogether on March 6th of 2022. This is reminding you of what you need to eliminate in order to transform your goals, your actions, and also figuring out and evaluating what's blocking you and keeping you from getting those things done. Not an easy dance for any of us, but an empowering one. And tapping into the magic of Jupiter as you do so. So you begin the month, there are 4 planets transiting in your house of career. So huge emphasis on that area of your life. The Sun, Venus, Pluto, and Mercury are all transiting in your house of accomplishment and achievement. Venus is retrograde there, reassessing. And so we begin January. On January 1st, the Sun forms a beautiful trine to Uranus at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's a very innovative energy, very good for you professionally and coming up with good ideas. On January 2nd, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius at 2:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will retrograde on January 14th at 10 degrees of Aquarius. It will re-enter Capricorn on January 25th. It stations direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees of Capricorn. And this sets off where Pluto was the last couple of years and close to where the Saturn-Pluto conjunction occurred on January 12th of 2020. And that was the big conjunction that changed the world. And so a lot of reconsideration of the new age of Aquarius, because Saturn only got as far as 13 degrees of Aquarius in 2021. It's also reevaluating the epoch of Capricorn and how we can work under the restrictions that we've all been reduced to. It's been such a tough time. But Mercury in Aquarius is very inventive. It's exalted in Aquarius, and it's transiting in your house of friends and groups and community. It's a very social opportunity for you, whether it's connecting professionally or meeting new people, socially or romantically, however it is. It's a lot of connecting and networking. And Saturn, which is how you anchor your goals, is in Aquarius until March 7th of 2023. And it's transiting in your house of wishes, community, networking, and technology. So that's where you're committing and anchoring your goals. On January 2nd, there's also a new moon that takes place at 1:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 12 degrees and 20 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn in your house. Do the law of abundance, set new intentions. The new moon is always a time of planting new seeds. And for you, again, more emphasis on achievement. On January 3rd, Jupiter squares the north node of fate at 6:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they're at 1 degree and 2 minutes of Pisces and Gemini. That can bring fated opportunities and connections for you. And it also is a very creative and spiritual synergy. And people with planets at 0 to 3 degrees of the mutable signs will feel that the most. And they are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, but we'll all feel it. And it can bring very auspicious encounters and opportunities. On January 5th, Venus, which is the planet of love and money, forms a helpful sextile to Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus, at 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's very romantic and creative energy, excellent for you for professional and financial opportunities as well. On January 8th, the Sun and Venus meet up at 18 degrees of Capricorn at 7:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They form a new 8-year cycle. It's a Venus-Sun star point of what you want to create and what you want in your life. Do a ritual, write it down, be very specific, whatever speaks to you, and really figure out what you want to create, because in another 8 years, Venus will retrograde again around this degree in the sector of your chart, in your house of life goals. On January 14th, Mercury retrogrades at 6:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. And again, Mercury will re-enter Capricorn at the end of the month, but it's retrograding in Aquarius, working in this new, time of technology, the real new digital age, and figuring out how we can build community more, because it's felt very alienating for many and very unpredictable. On January 16th, the Sun and Pluto meet up at 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's good for eliminating you, that's good for you for figuring out what you need to eliminate in order to achieve. It's happening in your house of achievement, and really helping you to empower yourself. On January 17th, there's a full moon that takes place at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 27 degrees and 29 minutes of the cardinal water sign of Cancer. And this falls in your house of home and family and emotional foundation. So there could be a lot of emphasis on family. There could potentially be endings. Maybe you're thinking of a move. Could be a bit emotional with that energy. The moon rules the sign of Cancer, and it's a very emotional water sign. On January 18th, Uranus, the maverick planet, the planet of brilliance and chaos, the modern ruler of Aquarius, stations direct at at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees and 49 minutes of the fixed earth sign of Taurus. We feel that energy 5 days before, 5 days after. There could be chaos, there could be explosions, there could be disruption. Expect the unexpected. But we have another outer planet direct, and now all of the outer planets are direct in the sky. On January 19th, the sun enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius at 9:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be there until February 18th. More Uranian energy because Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius. And the sun will now be transiting in your house of friends and groups and networking, helping you to have social opportunities. On January 23rd, the sun and Mercury meet up at 5:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's good for focusing and planning things professionally. On January 24th, which is the planet of action and the ruler of your sign, enters the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. More emphasis on your career and getting things done. And it'll be there until March 9th. And it's excellent being in your house of career. It's exalted in Capricorn, probably the sign it likes being second to being in Aries. It rules Scorpio in ancient astrology, but it's a bit fierce in Scorpio. In Capricorn, very effective. Excellent. On January 25th, getting a little ahead of myself there, Mercury re-enters Capricorn at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It does station direct on February 3rd. It will re-enter Aquarius on February 14th. Now there's more focus again and reevaluation in your house of career and in what you're trying to achieve in 2022. Really use this as a template for 22. And then on January 29th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, stations direct at 3:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 11 degrees and 5 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And Venus rules your house of relationships. It also rules your house of income and how you earn money. And having Venus direct is probably helpful for all of us, although I do think it's a great invitation in the beginning of the year to reevaluate, since the last few years have been so difficult and it's been hard to really plan in the chaos. Use this opportunity to figure out what you want to do. You're unstable. Jupiter comes to your sign in May. Jupiter and Neptune will come together in April of this year. They will be conjunct in the sky starting in early March. And Jupiter is the modern ruler of, the ancient ruler of Pisces, and Neptune is the modern ruler. Very romantic and creative energy. I had a teacher once say that's an aspect of easy money, helpful financially, but so good spiritually and with love and empathy, and we need that. And I neglected to say a big deal that on January 18th, the nodes of fate change signs and the North Node enters the fixed Earth sign of Taurus, and the South Node enters the fixed water sign of Scorpio. They're going to be transiting in your houses of money. The second house is income, what you value, how you can add value to your life and others. The eighth house, which is the Scorpio house, is the house of joint resources and investments, as well as debt and taxes and death and rebirth and intimacy. So figuring out what you need to release in mourning all the loss, dealing with debt, but also figuring out how you can find more value in what you want to create with the North Node in Taurus. And they will be transiting there until July 17th of 2023. Thank you, Aries. It's been such a time. I do feel that Jupiter and Pisces is going to be very, very creative and a lot more love and empathy that we need. And thank you so much. Take care.